Hello everybody and happy Wednesday the 11th. I figured since it's almost Friday the 13th, who better to draw than Jason, just to step away from all the cute cartoon girls I usually draw. And oh my god, I was in luck. I happen to have a really high quality NECA figure of Jason that I have on my shelf. I might post a picture of it here in the video. And that really came in handy as a reference for this one because I've never actually really drawn this guy. I remember maybe once, years ago, I tried from memory and that just didn't work out. Yeah, look, I'm screwing around with his shoes for a while to avoid giving him high heels. That would have been quite the sight. I feel like I didn't quite make him as hulking as most versions of him are, which largely has to do with the fact that the figure I based this drawing on is the Part 4 version of him, where he's still mostly human. Like, he's not a completely indestructible giant hulking zombie yet. And I believe he was played by a slightly smaller actor than Kane Hodder at the time. So I decided to keep him a little small. And as for the weapon, I thought it would be too boring to just do a classic axe or machete situation, so I screwed around for a while trying to think of a fun weapon to give him. And I was considering like a hoe that he had impaled a head on, that like part of the hoe would stick out of the mouth. But first of all, I haven't drawn that kind of perspective and gore before, and second, I need to keep things even slightly YouTube friendly. You know, I can only make so many warnings. But I eventually settled on the fire poker when I found some references for someone wielding a pole arm or a two-handed axe, and I figured, well, there's no way Jason would get his hands on like a genuine medieval weapon, or at least it's very unlikely. So, alright, what else is around? I also considered like a rake. You know, those really old makeshift rakes where you like basically just put a board at the end of a stick and hammer nails into that board. I've seen those in like really cheap camps and stuff. I was considering that, and again, maybe like impale a head on it, but again, YouTube friendly. I'm probably pushing it, even drawing a horror character at all and adding blood to it. Ugh. Yeah, YouTube guidelines are stupid like that. So just ignore this part. This is just me making a line art version for myself. But here we go. Time to color. You're going to notice I spent a lot of time debating whether or not I should make his eyes like blank black slates. I fiddle around with the colors a lot to make things darker, make things lighter. He was simple to color. I used this old Marvel comic as a reference there, and then I'll just adjust the colors later. I was actually very worried about this background. It seemed very flat to me when I drew the sketch. I have said many times I really need some background practice. I do not do it enough, but honestly it actually kind of works out once I've adjusted the colors just a little and added some actual words to that sign there. This little part was actually fun. Like, I think maybe that worked as good warm-up for the rest of the background when I start shading that much. Yeah, I gave him blue eyes, which is probably a little odd. I don't recall ever seeing his eye color clearly in any of the movies, but I thought to myself, like, I remember reading way back an interview with Stan Lee, where he said that he designed Benjamin Grimm, the Thing, with blue eyes because he liked the idea of a monster having such human eyes. And of course, Jason is a much less sympathetic character than Benjamin Grimm, I get that. But he did start his career, to use a horrible word for mass murder, as a handicapped child that just didn't get the right care. So I thought, why not give him blue eyes? Why not let that slight bit of innocence that blue eyes often implies, I'm just talking color theory here, often implies, why not let that be in his design somewhere, even though he has faced some horrible stuff and has become an absolute monster. So some blood and some shine on the crowbar. We're adding a little bit of moon glow, even though there's no actual moon in the picture, just to make him stand out from the background a little more. And I actually think it's starting to work. You'll also notice that he looks very small in this version of the picture. But with a bit of resizing work and repositioning, it's actually starting to look like he spotted you hiding in the bushes and is coming for you. A little work on the sign there. Took me a while to figure out how to like bend this because mesh transform didn't work out. But eventually we got there. I used all of this from a screenshot as my reference. And I like to think I actually got somewhere decent with it. Because here he is. That is Jason Voorhees in all his Part 4 glory coming straight at you on the attack. Considering how rare it is I draw like something gruesome, I think this actually came out pretty well. It could be better. I'm not the strongest at this stuff. I really should draw more creepy stuff to practice this. So why don't you, if you like this video, leave a comment below about any horror characters I might do in the future. Anything gruesome or a little out of the ordinary. It's always fun to try something new. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to press the like button and, like I said, leave a comment. And of course, subscribe to the channel for future speed paints, movie reviews, top 10s, all sorts of nerdy goodness that I do all the time. I'd also like to thank John Algetz, Keith McRae, Warren Miller, and my other patrons for supporting my work on Patreon. Whether it's my videos or my drawing that drive you to do that, I really appreciate it. It is so flattering that you like my work that much. And if you are thinking of supporting me, you can find my Patreon link in the description below, as well as commission info in case you're interested in getting a drawing done by me, and all of my social media accounts where you're more than welcome to come and follow me. So again, thanks so much for watching. Have a great fun Friday the 13th. Have some horror fun with that, and see you next time. Bye.